Hello everybody and welcome back to my little YouTube channel. Hello Elsie, you joining us? Hey, hello. And welcome to you if you've just discovered this channel. My name is Nina and I'm an artist. I live in the south of France and I love to paint and I love to knit and I love to make these little videos with snippets of my life, things that I do every day and the beautiful countryside around here. So in this episode, I am going to share a little bit of my daily life, what I get up to on a fairly regular basis, and also talk about this beautiful cardigan called the Darling Wrap by Knitting for Olive. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the inspiration for knitting this, a little bit about what yarn I used. I don't go into too much technical detail about the knitting, but I do have a Ravelry page which I will link below. So if you're interested in more of the technical details, then you can check that out. So we're going to start today, the little walk to school. Off to school we go! Bye Boo Boo! Bye bye! Oh, I see! Que joie! Allez! So the story of this cardigan begins the story of a skirt, the one that I'm wearing. If I stand up, you'll get to see the little beautiful valley inspiration. I was really inspired by a wonderful person called Molly Gaisford, who has the most beautiful Instagram. She's an amazing artist. She's an actress and she takes the most sublime photos. I've always loved her Instagram account. It's one of my favorites. And she inspired me to search out a tulle skirt. She wears often these beautiful skirts. So the next part of this story was receiving a gift at Christmas time as well, of this Knitting for Olive book, with full of absolutely delightful patterns. And when I saw this one, the Darling Wrap, and it was like all the pieces of the puzzle fell together, because I always have kind of like a dreamy inspiration behind things. I love Pinterest and I love making little Pinterest pages and getting ideas. And yeah, so when I saw the belly wrap and I already had my belly skirt, it was a no-brainer, had to knit it. So this rather romantic ensemble inspired me to get up early one morning, take a walk with Elsie down to the lake and watch the sunrise. You want to come with? So after getting up and going down to the lake to float around in my pretty ensemble, I had to come home and do a truckload of cleaning. Roll video. We have an Airbnb, which means you can come and visit us if you like. And the place is in a state of chaos and we have guests coming tomorrow, so I got a lot to do. So just to say a few words about the beautiful yarn that I chose to make this Darling Wrap Cardigan by Knitting for Olive. I don't have a lot of stash. I have to be honest. I tend to buy yarn and make a project. So I have lots of my leftover pieces, but I don't have like shelves and shelves of yarn. I wish I did actually. But I did have this one. I had a sweater's worth of this one, again from my friend Justina at Feliz y Punto, and I hadn't used this base before. Oh, excuse me. It is 60% merino and 40% silk, and it's a fingering weight yarn in the color ivory. It's so lovely. It was a new base I hadn't tried before. And I paired this with Knitting for Olive soft silk wool here, and they were already on my shelf. And knitting a kind of ballet wrap top, I had to knit it in ballet pink. I mean, I've got a lot of things in this similar shade, but for me it was like, no, this time I have the yarn, it's on the shelf, we're going to go for it. I love this one. And I found the construction of this cardigan so interesting because you actually start with the ties and you knit like one enormous tie, and then you knit the other tie, and then difficult to explain, but then you basically join the ties with the body, and then you knit the body, and then you knit the sleeves, and then you join it all together. So it's basically knit from bottom up from these tips, little cast on edge there. Really interesting. I never did that before. It's super soft. It's super cozy. I knitted the smallest size. I did a tiny little gauge swatch. I get really bored, so I'm bad that way. Confession of a impatient knitter. This is my gauge swatch. As you can see, it's really small because I just want to crack on. And I knitted this and I thought, oh, I want it slightly tighter fabric. So I went down half a needle size from the recommended needle size. And I knit the smallest size. And if I was to knit this one again, I would knit one size up. I like the fabric that it makes. But if I knitted it again, I'd probably knit the size 2 because I find it quite fitting. I mean, it is supposed to be a lot of negative ease, and it has a lot of negative ease. But it's all my fault because I am an impatient knitter. My gauge swatches are, well, let's just say I wouldn't recommend it. So before I say goodbye today, I thought I would just share another little moment from our life. We have a lovely terrace. We don't have a garden. We do have a terrace with a beautiful view. And we've made absolutely no effort to keep that tidy all winter. So come and join us while we sort out our terrace, and then hopefully as spring approaches, you'll see it change and grow and develop. So we have a mission this morning to sort out our terrace, which is looking rather messy.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain.
The cavalry has arrived. Yeah? Yeah, I'm going to help.
And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
So thank you again for watching this episode. There should be a link somewhere coming up at the end if you want to see the other episodes. And I am working on something at the moment. Have you heard of the twigs? Called the twigs. Got tiny little needles, and it's a little bit overwhelming, but I decided to go for it. However, there's a twist in the tale, and you'll find out. Maybe not in the next episode, because I'm not sure I'll be able to finish this, but soon, in another upcoming episode. And please, what am I going to ask them to do? Please. In there.
Subscribe!
Thank you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. I hear you still. I'm going to call you when the pizza is ready. Over.